hear my speech. Okay, so awesome. Alright, so how many of you guys want to graduate college within 4 years? Yeah, I figured. You guys didn't raise your hand. There's something wrong with you. Alright, well, according to the National Center for Education Statistics, which was updated in 2007, 56% of college students who start a 4-year bachelor's program actually graduate within the first 4 years. Within the 4 years. This is very, to me, it was a very scary thought because I put it as an example, like looking at the person right next to you, and it's either him or you who's gonna graduate. That's pretty scary. So, I think us as college students, we need to look at that 56% and analyze at the good habits that they had and the good stuff that they did, so that we could become a part of that 56% and not drop out and fail in life. So me as a college student here at Cal State LA, when I first transitioned from high school to college, it was tough because in high school I didn't have the best habits. I was one of those guys that just showed up to class, wanted to pass. I didn't really care, which as many of you guys could relate, I'm pretty sure. So, I had to change my habits quickly and adapt quickly, or else, I was going to fail because my high school habits were not going to cut it in college, right? So, I hope that by learning some of the few good habits of being a good college student, many of you guys become the best students you guys could be and fulfill your academic goals, right? So today, I'm going to be talking about never skipping class. I'm going to be talking about time management and attending office hours for your professors, right? So first, never skipping class, right? Even if you look like this guy, you still gotta go. So, according to an article by Mike Piero published in 2014 on Brighthub, if you don't attend class, you're most likely going to miss deadlines because, professors, when the class starts, they always give out syllabus, but, I'm pretty sure many of us now know that professors usually change the schedule, right? So, that syllabus isn't a guarantee. So by you being absent to the classes, the professor could change schedules, he could change deadlines. Like, for example, a hypothetical example could be like, what if Mr. Mejia changed the deadline for the speech, right? And you weren't prepared for it. You come here and you end up looking like an idiot, basically, right? Because you didn't prepare. So, also you miss the lectures. Today, many of us take advantage of the technology era that we live in. So many professors put the slides or lectures online. But that's not the same as going to class and getting that lecture that you get, that rich lecture from the professor who is the expert in the material they're talking about. Not you. You're not gonna learn this stuff by yourself at home, right? And also, if you have any questions when you're at your house, who are you gonna ask? Google. When you have a professor which you're paying tuition for, so why not go and take advantage of that, right? Okay, well now that I've discussed the importance of attending class every day, I'm now going to discuss why managing your time is important to getting good grades, right? So, according to a study by Helen Madison in her article, Why Underprepared College Students Drop Out of College, which was published in 2012, she mentioned that the main reason why many first-generation college students drop out of college is because they're not prepared. They don't manage their time wisely, so they feel like they're getting bombarded with all these assignments, which, believe me, I've been there. You get bombarded by these tests, quizzes, speeches, and you're not prepared for it. So by managing your time, you set deadlines, you set these deadlines and planners so that, all this workload doesn't seem like it's much, right? So, I'm still working on that. So, by doing this, you're not going to be stressed out and, all that workload's not gonna be that overwhelming, so you're not going to drop out. In addition to that, managing your time gets rid of procrastination, which, believe me, I've tried getting rid of, but yeah, it hasn't worked out well. So, by managing your time, procrastinating you get rid of procrastination, which you have more time to check your work, so it could be your best work. When we procrastinate, we don't do the best work we're capable of doing. We just rush it. We don't even, care, basically, and we just turn it in like that, which leads to getting bad grades, right? Okay. So now that I've discussed that, I'm now going to discuss office hours. This might seem cliche. I know many professors say to go to their office hours, and many of us don't go. But, according to an article by Professors Linus Jacobs and Jeremy S. Hyman published on the Professor's Guide, they talk about how attending office hours, students who attend office hours are most likely going to get the best grades because you get that one-on-one time with the professor, that valuable time that you don't get during lectures, which is, it makes sense because, I'm pretty sure many of you guys have had classes where there's like 200 students in a lecture hall, and the professor's not gonna know who you are, and they're not gonna know the questions that you have. So by attending their office, so by attending their office hours, they get that one, you get that one-on-one time, and they explain to you, elaborate on your question, and make you understand the material better. Also, by attending their office hours, you become a person to them, not just some desk in the class. So by attending office hours, they're gonna know that you're putting in the work in their class, that you're engaged in their class, and that you care. That's some professors, that's all they care about, you being engaged, not some guy that's like falling asleep in the back. So, by doing this, the professor's gonna be more lenient towards grading you, because when finals come and stuff like that, what if you have like a 79%, right? They're most likely going to bump you up because they know all the hard work that you put in, and they've seen your face a lot before, so they'll be more lenient on that. Okay, well, now it's time to conclude my speech. I'm sure many of you guys want me to just sit down already. So I hope that by learning about the good habits of being a college student, you guys become better students and graduate within 4 years, and we share the podium together, right? So today I talked about managing your time, attending class every day, and going to professor hours, to your professor's hours, right? So without further, good closing speech. And if you didn't get anything off this, I'm sorry for wasting your time, I guess.